What is going on, everybody? It's bright and early in the morning, and we got a little present last night. Go on.
Everybody, don't forget like, share, and Papa. Hello.
Oh, it is so bright out here. We did get a bunch of snow about a week and a half ago, and it all melted away, which gave us extra time to build a little outdoor space for the goats. Sorry. Oh, and look at Miss Becca. She's enjoying the snow. What are you doing, Becca? Hi. They're enjoying the snow and running around, everybody except for Bubba. And we're gonna go let the goats and the chickens out, and we're gonna check on the sick chicken. Yeah. Let's see how everybody's doing in here. Are you guys all ready to come out? Hold on, I'm gonna turn it around so you can see. I don't know. What do you guys think about the snow? Yeah? Brody, get. Come on. Guess what? We are all out of chicken feed. I just remembered Mike bought 2 bags of chicken feed because we were out, but they're in the car. So I guess this morning they're gonna have some of the goats' feed. I don't like that, but it is what it is. I don't really have much choice if you guys want to eat, huh? Oh my goodness. What are you doing down in there? This is the goat feeder. Hi, Turk. Between today and tomorrow, we are going to transition all of the chickens out of here and put them into the coop. We had to isolate them from the coop because we knew that one of the birds had mites. So I did a bunch of stuff, which I'll show you in a minute, to the coop, and I'm just gonna set it up so the goats have a space and the chickens have a space for this year. So let me get to feeding these guys, and I'll be right back. Take a look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so this is the little sheltered area that Mike made for the goats so that they'd have some outdoor space. It's not the biggest, but it's better than nothing. So they were coming out in the snow, but not so much. So he built them this. The chickens like it with the goats, but the chickens are going to be leaving. So I left the chickens in here to kind of go through the bedding that we put on the ground, because this was the goats' old bedding, but unfortunately it got rained on. But anyways, they went through and cleared it all out. What are you two doing? I don't know why. These are the guys that were born on the farm, and they want nothing to do with us. Nothing. Nothing. They're petrified, and I don't know why. Woo! Why? You guys ended up getting some beautiful feathers, though. So now we got to go check on the hen that had mites. I did try putting her back with the flock. She was still limping a bit, and unfortunately the other birds, well, one in particular, wouldn't stop picking on her. So we put her into, hold on, I'll flip. We put her into the shelter. It's covered by plastic right now. The shelter that we used for the hens, or for the baby chicks. That's the little animal hospital. Before I do go get her, hopefully she's still alive. Yesterday she just wasn't doing too much. Okay, so in the coop, excuse the shoddy camera work, in the coop, it's been sitting dormant for a few days. I diatomaceous earthed everything, cleaned everything out. I washed it down with bleach. I took the linoleum floor that we had out, washed it, took this out. I still have to wash that, and took as much of the ground out as I could. And you can't see it now, but there is diatomaceous earth sprinkled all over. So before I put the bedding back into the coop and onto the floor of the run, I wanted to let it sit for a few days. I did do some research, and adult females can last 5 months without a host, meaning a chicken. And if they're not adult females, they can't last more than 5 days, from my understanding, from the research that I did. It's my first experience with mites, so any tips or tricks that you have, I'd love to hear them. For the bird, we bathed her, we gave her some ivermectin. I coated her legs in Vaseline for a few days. We let her stay inside for a couple of days to make sure she was all dry and nice. And then we brought her out to the front porch so that she could get used to a little bit of a cooler temperature before coming out to the cold. And so that's where we're at. And now we're just letting this sit. And I have to go ahead and, sorry, I just got a message. I have to go ahead and air this out a little bit now. So I'm going to keep the door open. Hopefully the chickens won't come in. But I got to get some dry bedding in here, which I'll probably do today. And I got to fill this up with some bedding and the ground up with some bedding. And I'll probably do that today. And then I'll let it sit one more day. I'll sprinkle a little bit more diatomaceous earth on the ground. And fingers crossed, that'll do it. And then as we bring the birds back in here, I'm going to dose them with ivermectin as well. How you doing in there, Mama? You still have, let's check you out. Oh, your water's frozen, so gotta get you some more. You still have some feed in there. Okay, so it doesn't look like the chicken is eating much, so I'm making her up a special concoction that I know, I hope, she'll at least eat. So what I have is I got some oatmeal, a smidge of apple cider vinegar. She has access to fresh water with nothing in it. And then I have this super green powder that I use for me. There's nothing in it except for a lot of greenery. And I've looked up the ingredients and she can have them all. So, and then I gave her a little chunk of banana, and that's what it looks like. So hopefully this will give her some energy. It does have some fermented seed, and the greens and the oatmeal, and it's nice and warm for her. So, well, by the time it gets out there, it won't be warm as much, but it's good for her, and it's a treat also, but hopefully it gives her a little bit of energy, and we'll wait and see. So far, she's just been standing in one spot, really, every time I open that little door. When she was let free with the birds, before I noticed them picking on her, she would just stay in the egg box. So I know she's Still limping. I have a clip of that. If I can find it, I'll put it in. A couple days ago, I took a clip of her limping. So fingers crossed she makes it. If she doesn't start to get better soon, I don't know what to do. It might be the best thing for her to put her out of her misery, but I'm going to give her time. So far, she has been, I think it's been about, we're almost at a week that she has been not feeling well, not moving. Again, we gave her everything. She perked up. Her body looks much better after her bath, but she's limping, and I can't figure out why. And it seems like she doesn't want to let her leg down, so I don't know if she did something to the muscles. If so, how long does it take to heal? If it does, if you guys have any tips, let me know. I don't want to go overboard, but at the same time, I'm not really doing much other than the basic. Make sure she's fed and clean and all that stuff. So I'm trying my best for her, but at the same time, I don't know. If I have to put her out of her misery, we will. I just don't want to have to. So, I mean, it is what it is. See how she's holding her one leg up? Her foot seems to be fine. So, I don't know. Her foot seems to be okay. I've touched it. She's okay with me touching it, but she just doesn't want to let her leg down. But we'll give her some time to heal. Hold on here. I gotta take this out. Let's bring this in. She has some fresh food, some fresh water. She still has some seed. So hopefully you'll be okay, baby. Now I gotta go and clear the solar panel. I showed it over on TikTok what we bought from Costco. It's only like 30 bucks. And it is definitely a godsend. I'll tell you what. So easy to use. I did it with one hand. It's this little piece here, just to show you. Looks like a piece of a shovel almost. And then it has extenders right here that extend out. Super easy to use and super tall. Turn on the generator though, because we are running low on power right now. That's the trouble with, or the struggle with solar, is that in the winter we do run our generator quite a bit more, and we had a little bit of sun yesterday, but I'm thinking today's Wednesday, so yeah, since Monday we really haven't had any sun. So I'm gonna start the Jenny. I'm gonna go inside, have a smoothie, and go edit this video so that you guys can see it today.